Hello and welcome to GNS's tutorial on how to submit a timesheet through the Employee Portal. This tutorial will outline step-by-step instructions on how to fill out and submit your timesheet properly. Before we begin, please note there are further instructions at the bottom of the page should you have any additional questions. Now let's take a look at the form. Before we begin filling out each field, let's review the different sections of the form. As you can see, there are the name, week ending, regular hours, overtime, comments, and truck number sections. You will notice that next to the name, week ending, regular hours, and truck number sections there is a red asterisk. This means the section is required and must be filled out. The form will not allow you to make a submission unless these sections are complete. Now let's fill out a timesheet together. Start by entering your name. Next, select the week ending Saturday. Our work week runs from Sunday to Saturday, so this is the last day of our work week. When you click on the empty field, a date picker will open, allowing you to select the appropriate date. You will notice that the only dates you can select are Saturdays. Next, you will need to enter the hours you worked and related job information in the regular hours section. Begin by entering a job name and number in the first field. Not all jobs will have a number, so enter your information accordingly. Next, select the type of job by using the drop-down menu in the second field. You will notice the options are Project, Residential Service, Residential Finish, Residential Rough-in, Service, Office, or Off. Next, enter the amount of hours you worked on each day for the corresponding job. You may either use the drop-down to select the amount or manually type it in. If you work on more than one job in a week, you will need to add a job by clicking on the Add Job button. This will bring up another row of fields. You can add as many jobs as you like, and if you need to remove one, simply click on the Remove button. If you are not at work on any particular day between Monday and Friday, you must select the Off option under the Job Type field and provide a reason in the job name and number field. For example, you could write sick or vacation. If a date between Monday and Friday is left blank, it will be considered an unscheduled absence. Now let's look at the overtime section. You only need to fill this section out if you actually work overtime hours in a week. As such, this section is not required in order for you to submit your timesheet. However, you will notice that each field in the overtime section is required. This means that if you have worked overtime and you need to make an entry in this section, you must complete all of the fields. These fields are similar to those in the regular hours section and include job name and number, job type, calendar, which allows you to choose the date on which you worked overtime, and hours. You can also add additional overtime information by clicking on the Add Job button. Next, there is a comments section if you would like to communicate something to payroll. For example, you may wish to provide instructions for banking time, or you may just wish to say something nice to the recipient. This section is not required to submit your timesheet. Our last section is truck number. This field is required and must be filled out for your timesheet to be submitted. If you do not drive a truck, you must select none. If you drive a truck, please select the appropriate truck number. Your timesheet is now complete. Before you submit your timesheet, there is one other option available to you. You may choose to print or save a copy of the form for your own records. To do so, you must click on the Print Form button. This will open a dialog box to print the form. If you would like to save the form instead, you may select the Save as PDF option, and this will save a copy to your computer or phone. Please note, the printing and saving dialog box may look different depending on what type of internet browser you use. Also, if you intend to save or print your timesheet, you must do so before clicking the Submit button. You will not be able to save or print your timesheet once it has been submitted. Once your timesheet is complete and you have printed or saved a copy for yourself, you may click on the Submit button to complete the process. After clicking Submit, a message will appear indicating that your timesheet has been submitted. You are now finished submitting your timesheet. Remember, your timesheet must be submitted no later than 8 a.m. on Monday morning. This brings us to the end of this tutorial on how to submit a timesheet through the employee portal. Thank you.